Welcome to number 35 of our fundamental supersize business strategies. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today's strategy is the balance strategy. Now, I'm going to have to confess right off the bat that this has not been a strong suit for me for the majority of my life. I thought I was doing the right thing and setting a good example of working, being a high achiever, taking a lot of action, working super duper long hours. Even when my kids were little, I would go into work at 3 o'clock in the morning. And this was in corporate America. I'd go in at 3 o'clock in the morning and then I would be there for at least 12 hours and then hurry home before the bus got home for the kids, which there's some fun stories about that. I'll tell you for sure. But I wasn't a good example of this until 2010 when I had a sudden cardiac arrest and realized that, maybe balance isn't just BS and I need to set my priorities and make some lifestyle changes in order to be talking to you today. So balance is specifically with respect to work-life balance, a couple of things. We have to learn to listen to our bodies, listen to our intuition, listen to our brains telling us, hey, maybe you don't need to work 16 hours every day because things are still going to get done even if you don't control all of them yourselves. Wonder where that came from. And work-life balance is going to be slightly different for each of us based on how it makes us feel. And it's going to be different over different times and different periods of our life. Again, when I was raising my kids, I could get away with 4 hours sleep a night. I could do it because I was also a lot younger. But now I wouldn't even attempt to do that because I know how bad it was for me and how bad it would be for me. So how do we come about and discover the right balance of work and the other areas of our life that we have to deal with too? Because although our work and our businesses are an important part of our life, they are not our entire life. They are for some people. They were for me for a long time. And it's more about how do I prioritize what's really most important right now so I can be present in whatever I am participating in and whatever I prioritize and choose to participate in. And how do we set the example of that for the people that are building our business with us versus the workaholic hustle mentality, grind. Again, I used to totally believe that. And until I had a life-changing event, I wasn't going to change that. No matter what, no one was going to convince me that that wasn't the way to be successful. Because guess what? I was really successful doing that. And I successfully did it until I didn't. Till I almost didn't exist. So some ways you can go about figuring out what is the right balance for you. We're talking about balance of giving in the Let's Grow Annual Challenge today. And the balance of giving is the same as the balance of work. We have to balance all of the things that we do and prioritize them so that we're spending our time, energy, and attention on the things that are most important to us. And that includes within our business as well as outside of our business. So how do you do that? Well, you do some self-reflection. You ask yourself, what are my priorities? What are my core values? What's most important to me right now? It's not going to be maybe the things that are most important to you 10 years from now, but it's what do I need to do right now to create that life that I want 10 years from now, to create that business that I want to be experiencing and putting out into the world 10 years from now. So self-reflection, how does it make you feel? I can't remember who the guru, teacher, mastermind, leader, whatever it was that taught me our bodies are our greatest consciousness facilitator, meaning if you don't know what's going on with you, just sit back and feel what's going on in your body. If you got a little ache in your stomach, you're either hungry or something isn't right for you. Each of us experiences our intuition in a slightly different way in different place. But once you know what that is and where that is, start listening to it. I often say every bad decision I have ever made is because I wasn't listening to one of three things: my head, my heart, or my intuition. And usually it was my intuition, but now I listen to my intuition a lot more often, and I make sure I weigh all three things and they all say yes before I commit to doing something or when I set up a boundary, etc. We want to set up boundaries. Roll right into the next topic, because our boundaries are expectations for ourselves as well as for other people in terms of what we will and will not do. We want to share our priorities and what's important to us with other people so they know what to expect from us. We want to embrace intentional actions and decisions and choices, not just randomly be in solve, problem solving mode all the time. We want to actually have some time to plan, set goals, and consciously decide what our next moves are, as well as incorporating self-care into our lives. That's critical. If we don't take care of ourselves, and another tough lesson for some of us to learn, if we don't take care of ourselves, if we don't listen to our body, if we don't set boundaries, if we don't set priorities, if we don't choose what's important for us, the world will do it for us. That doesn't always lead to the best results. So, love to know if you have a balanced strategy or a balanced philosophy for your organization. This is one of those things we set the example for, and everybody follows suit. Guess what? I was not the only one in my businesses that had health challenges because I was overdoing. Other people did too, which was really, on self-reflection, what hit home to me, that I needed to stop driving myself forward like a crazy person and take care of myself. All right. Love to know your take on this particular strategy. Share in the comments below. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another fundamental supersizing business strategy, so you can pick and choose the foundational things that are important as you grow and build and supersize your business. Have a great day.